Greetings, Elderly Vegan here, and welcome to my video on the health benefits of the cruciferous veggies or the cabbage family. As you probably know, the more familiar examples include broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, kale, arugula, collards, mustard greens, radishes, turnips, and of course cabbage. And for the most part, all of these cruciferous veggies contain many of the same health-promoting vitamins and minerals you see here. But broccoli, cabbage, and kale are perhaps your best choices from a nutritional standpoint. I try not to miss a single day without getting all three of these veggies plus arugula. Yet in addition to a wealth of vitamins and minerals, they're also a good source of fiber. And collectively, all of these nutrients play a key role in maintaining overall good health. Specifically, these health benefits include improved heart health, improved blood pressure, improved circulation, reduction of cholesterol, the promotion of a healthy gut microbiome, the support of healthy skin and hair, immune system support, bone health, weight management, brain health, blood sugar control, eye health, the balancing of certain hormones, and the reduced risk for breast, colon, prostate, and lung cancer. And yet they also offer antioxidant and anti-inflammatory protection as well. And to think we had a former president who made it widely known that he hated broccoli. Well, perhaps George H.W. Bush made up for it by consuming tons of kale and cabbage. Who knows? However, by no means are the cruciferous veggies limited to just a couple of key phytonutrients. But the two superstar nutrients are referred to as sulforaphane and indole-3-carbinol, otherwise known as I3C. These two nutrients are involved with most all of those health benefits previously mentioned. Yet the concentration of sulforaphane can definitely vary on how one prepares their veggies. I will use broccoli as an example. Technically, broccoli doesn't actually contain sulforaphane. Rather, it contains the precursor for sulforaphane. And upon chopping or chewing, this causes a mixing with a crucial enzyme in the broccoli, which then converts the precursor into sulforaphane. However, the ultimate concentrated source of sulforaphane is to eat raw broccoli sprouts. This is because the sprouts contain from 30 to 50 times as much sulforaphane as raw broccoli florets. And since I did the research for this video, I have now included broccoli sprouts to garnish the top of my lightly steamed veggies on a regular basis. And I wasn't sure what to expect, but I found them surprisingly pleasant. However, raw sprouts in general are regarded as a high-risk group for contracting foodborne illnesses such as Salmonella and E. coli. Apparently, there have been something on the order of 53 separate outbreaks of foodborne illnesses as the direct result of eating raw sprouts of any kind over the last 20 years or so. And this would equate to something on the order of 3 outbreaks per year in this country. Well, okay, I've been forewarned. But then again, according to the NIH, approximately 500 deaths occur in this country every year as a direct result of acute liver failure from the seemingly benign painkiller commonly known as Tylenol. And given sulforaphane plays a key protective role in the detoxification of Tylenol in the liver, I will take my chances eating raw broccoli sprouts any day. But with regard to maximizing sulforaphane concentration without eating the sprouts, the next best way is to eat raw broccoli or lightly steamed fresh broccoli. But keep in mind, prolonged cooking or boiling destroys the crucial enzyme needed to convert the precursor into sulforaphane, and the health benefits are not associated with the precursor. Also keep in mind, it doesn't do any good to start with frozen broccoli and then lightly steam it, because the crucial enzyme was already destroyed by the blanching process before it was frozen. The blanching process means it was briefly heated in boiling water, which in turn deactivates the required enzyme. But all is not lost if you start with frozen broccoli like I do. In this case, one just needs to add between 1/4 and 1/2 of a teaspoon of mustard powder after the broccoli's done cooking. And why would this make a difference? This is because mustard powder, a cruciferous veggie, will indeed contain the activated form of the required enzyme. Just add this small amount of mustard powder to the broccoli after it has been cooked, and you will apparently more than quadruple the sulforaphane content. But I also want to mention there is another superstar phytonutrient associated with the cruciferous veggies, and that is indole 3-carbinol. Again, I3C for short. And curiously, there is also a precursor involved here, but it's a different one. And it is different enough that by adding 1/4 of a teaspoon of mustard powder isn't going to work. And the heat of cooking also destroys the enzyme required to convert this precursor into I3C. However, intestinal bacteria can still make the conversion of the precursor into the active form, and then I3C is subsequently absorbed. With that, about the only other thing left I want to mention is that kale is considered a high oxalate food. Generally, this is not a problem if one is well hydrated, because oxalates are associated with kidney stone formation. However, some people are apparently more sensitive to oxalates than others. And it's my understanding that these individuals may have to limit some of the foods regarded as superfoods because they're very high in oxalates. Beets and spinach definitely fall into this category. At any rate, and with regard to a single group of health-promoting foods, it would be hard to surpass the health benefits associated with the cruciferous veggies. As always, if one is on prescription medication and makes any significant changes to their nutritional program, it's always a good idea to inform your physician of these modifications to your diet. To your good health, the elderly vegan.